Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to F1 2020 here for my team career mode, round number 9, the British Grand Prix. I think it's round number 9, let me just check. Yes, round 9, I was counting correctly, but my maths teacher's going to be real proud of me for that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not excited for this. I mean, I've done this race, I did this race like 3-4 months ago, and I'm not excited to watch back the... Well, let's just get out there now. I don't do well in this race. For some reason, the AI are just insane around here. We cut to the end of qualifying 1, and we managed to get through, I believe, P13. So actually the pace isn't overly that bad, but given where the car, well, at least the car says it should be lower midfield, but in reality, with my driving, well, in terms of my pace, naturally, and what I can eke from the car, and just what the car actually is able of doing, it's easily capable of getting into the top 7, top 8 maybe. But it's good to see that my pace is matched by Raikkonen at least. No doubt helped by the fact that Vettel doesn't get through in Q1, which was very interesting to see. And now we're going to go on to Q2. We're only going to do one run here, save a set of tyres for the end of the race. And as we're actually setting up our lap here, so I'm going to walk you through a lap of Silverstone. If my computer would stop turning this video into a PowerPoint presentation, I might be able to focus on the lap a bit better. But go through the final corner now, maximising the run as much as possible. Our previous lap was a 23.3 on used tyres, I think. Going through turns 1 and 2 is easy flat, and then going to turn 3, we want to hug the left as much as possible to open up, turn 3. Now going through turn 4, very difficult corner, a corner the AI are very strong out of. We get a decent run, much better than our previous best, even though we did lose time on the entry. And now going into sector 1 split, we're 2 tenths down on Perez in 12th place. And hopefully we can go green through this hairpin here. Brooklyn, I don't know, I'm not even going to try. Now going down the old main straight, we finally go green on our Delta. Going through Copse here is easy flat in 8th gear. We get a pretty nice run through here, and we're just about half a tenth up on our previous best. Now going through Maggots and Beckett's. Try not to invalidate, which we don't do, but taking it cautiously means we lose a lot of time. Now we hug the left hand side, going down the Hangner straight. Gaining time, it's going to be 6 100s up, going into the final sector. Going into the final 3 corners. We get a lot of time through Stowe there. Nearly 2 tenths up, as now we're going through Abbey. I think it's Abbey. 2.5 tenths up is going to be about 2.8 tenths as we cross the line. We are going to be P15. So we didn't actually improve our position. We improved our time by 2.5 tenths, and we don't move up any places. And I don't know who is out, because I was so pissed off that I have to do a race and it's going to take me like 40 minutes that I just skipped straight over the results screen. So you'll figure out who's where once we get to the beautiful intro by Anthony Davidson. So I'll catch you then for the... Well, I say even the Spanish Grand Prix without an S is I don't even know, it's just pain is what it is.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Let's talk about red. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast. So they'll be disappointed, won't they?
It's not a nice feeling, I promise you. They've got a quick car underneath them, but they've got onto the grid today and they need a pair of binoculars to see the start lines. They'll be desperate for a good start to make up for some of that deficit.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Sainz, Ocon, Lando Norris,
So that's the grid. I don't even think the intro is done by Anthony Davis. It might be Crofty. I don't know. Who cares? Let's go and sacrifice ourselves to the Codemasters gods. We're going to start on the softs, go to the mediums. The mediums are horrible at the start around here, especially when the AI are faster than you. And it's less out and away we go. We get a pretty decent launch actually. Unfortunately there's just nowhere for us to exploit that, so we're going to have to go around the outside here into the first corner. Hamilton's actually had a shock of a qualifying. He might have had a grid penalty or something going into this race. So let's put him back down into the midfield. We're still battling away with Kvyat here. Luckily we managed to get the position on him as Hamilton and Perez are going side by side. That's going to slow them up. We're going to burn some ERS here. Might be able to get past them as Kvyat's now trying to come past us. So we're going to have to turn the ERS actually back on to defend from him. Luckily we hold the outside and now the inside for this right-hander. So we're going to hold position on him. Perez and Hamilton are losing touch with the cars in front, so that should hopefully bring them into our clutches come the time the DRS gets turned on. Kvyat is just... yeah, apparently he has an infinite amount of, or at least he thinks he has an infinite amount of ERS to use. Hamilton gets past Perez, so he's going to be, or Perez is going to be in our clutches now, hopefully. I say that, but this is Britain. So we get our first track limits warning. I'm so done already. I've only been recording this video for 6 minutes and I just don't want to do any more. But let's go. Let's carry on. Yeah, hopefully we can play ourselves in well with this strategy. Some people might go into hards, and it's easy soft medium strategy around here, but you never know with the AI. Valtteri Bottas is leading, which is not good for us because he's going to pull some more points on us in the championship. As we cut to lap 4 now. We lost touch with Perez, obviously, and Kvyat has been lurking for the past 3 laps, and now he's going to get past us. Going into Starship, we managed to hold the inside, go into Stowe, but he just goes right round, well, he just cuts back on us. Logs up going into Abbey, and yeah, that's P13 lost. That's depressing. This fun fact for this race. The last time I didn't score, as Kimi Räikkönen tries to go power inside now into the first corner, he actually sort of makes it work, but then he just has a... I don't even know what word to use to describe that sort of car movement. Some people have pit now on lap 9. Our tyres are pretty shot. Actually no, it's not our tyres that are shot, it's our DRS has failed. So that's even more fun to have this race. It's on lap 11 now, we're coming into the pits, we just about get the car slowed down in time. Yes, fun fact for this race, the last time I didn't score a point on F1 2020 was this Grand Prix last year, last season, and I believe I've only had one or two non-points finishes, excluding Britain. I think maybe Australia was one, I honestly can't remember, but yeah, this is not a good track for us, and yeah, as we re-emerge after having stopped, we are going to be P17. I hope there's still some people to pit, I really do, because at this point I was just like, ah, oh, fuck off, there's still over half this race to go and I don't want to do it. And yeah, that was it. Literally, that was it. We gained some positions from the pit stops. We couldn't catch up to Leclerc on hards, because why not? And we're going to finish this race in P14, literally our worst finish since this track last season. Yeah, it's not been good, but on the bright side, we do have a double McLaren podium. Unfortunately, Valtteri's the one who got fastest lap, so he's going to pull another 26 points on us, but yeah, that was an abysmal race. Let's just forget about that one and move on to Hungary. So yeah, I don't really know what to say to that. Our fastest lap was nearly 2 seconds slower than Valtteri's. Yeah, big ouch. In terms of the championship, we're going to be at least 50 points nearly behind Valtteri now. So I don't think we're going to be gaining on him anytime soon. We're 49 points behind Valtteri now. Constructors, Red Bull have closed in on us quite a bit. Hopefully now this track is done. We've only got one more bad track left, and that is America. So let's use Britain as sort of like a turning point, and let's hopefully try and push for some better results. We're still beating Vettel in the rivalry, so I guess that's a good thing, only because we managed to build a massive buffer to him in terms of like the previous races, and plus we get a point for finishing the race and not getting a penalty. We don't literally, I think this is the first time we've failed more than 2 sponsor goals, and the only time we failed a sponsor goal was China, I think, because we didn't complete 100 laps. We only did 99. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I honestly, this is going to be such a shit episode to watch. It's going to be shit anyways. Britain, it's just a big DRS train with some corners thrown in. But anyway, we're adding some upgrades on. We've got a drag upgrade coming in for Hungary. That's definitely where we need it. Doing some sponsor and driver promotions as our activities, the usual good stuff. And now we move on to Hungary. So let's try and have a good race there. Let's try and get back into our form of getting, you know, top 5s. Would be nice. Yeah, leave a like if you're excited for Hungary, and I'll catch you then. I'll catch you for some iPhone 2020 content soon. League racing content will be coming. More career mode, etc, etc, and some other different videos in the pipeline as well. So I'll catch you all then.